1,003 horsepower, a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour, 705 kilometers of range. Specs like this used to only exist on luxury cars, costing well over 2 million RMB. Just today, May 21st, Lei Jun packed these numbers into a brand new SUV. And the price? Not even a third of those luxury cars, 390K. This is the Xiaomi YU7 GT. Let me give you a frame of reference first. Porsche's top-tier electric sedan, the Taycan Turbo GT, officially starts at 1.998 million in China. Their top-tier electric SUV, the Cayenne Turbo GT, starts at 2.03 million. In the 1,000 horsepower SUV club, you used to be able to count the players on one hand. Porsche, Bentley, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, and they all started strictly above 2 million. Lei Jun just smashed that number down to 450K, a 4x price difference, slashed by 3/4. I know what you're asking. Is that 1,000 horsepower real? Yes, it is. Lei Jun just read out the full specs at the launch event. Dual motors pushing 738 kilowatts, 288 on the front axle, 450 on the rear. That adds up to exactly 1,003 horsepower. A top speed of 300 kilometers per hour, and a CLTC range of 705 kilometers. It comes with carbon ceramic brakes, a sports car grade wide body, and a cherry red colorway. First dimension. Let's talk about what 1,000 horsepower actually means here. This is an SUV, not a sports car. SUVs are tall, have high drag, and weigh a ton. Pushing an SUV to the 1,000 horsepower mark? In the past, only 3 cars in the entire Chinese market could pull that off. The Lamborghini Urus, the Bentley Bentayga Speed, and the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. The cheapest one cost over 3 million out the door, and the most expensive is pushing 5 million. An SUV doing 0 to 100 in under 3 seconds used to be a niche toy reserved for the ultra-rich. Lei Jun just smashed that number down to 390K. Second dimension. The most ruthless blow lands on the track. Good specs on paper don't mean anything until you take it for a lap around the Nürburgring. Last June, Xiaomi brought a production version YU7 Ultra and clocked a 749. That is the fastest lap time in history for a mass-produced pure EV on the motor's life. It beat Porsche's flagship Taycan Turbo GT 775 by 2.6 seconds. Do not underestimate that 2.6 seconds. On a track, 0.1 seconds is a 2-car length gap. 2.6 seconds is practically an entire straightaway. These aren't made-up marketing numbers. This is hard proof, lapped out on a German track. And at the end of March this year, the YU7 GT was already spotted testing without camouflage at the Nürburgring, sharing the exact same powertrain as the YU7 Ultra. Do you see it now? This is what it truly means when people say Porsche is stunning. It's not just about looking pretty on a spec sheet, it's about actually beating Porsche's proudest EV on the track. Third dimension, how on earth does Lei Jun dare to sell this for 390K? This isn't selling at a loss. This is diluting costs through sheer scale. In the 10 months since its launch, the YU7 has hit 231,000 cumulative deliveries, more than double the SU7 in the same time frame. Total Xiaomi EV deliveries have smashed through the 650,000 mark. Their offline network has expanded to 268 stores across 82 cities. But the real key is the supply chain. Motors, batteries, chassis, smart, driving 100% localized supply chain. Porsche, on the other hand, has to source batteries from LG in South Korea and ship them to Leipzig, Germany for assembly. For that exact same 1,000 horsepower, their cost structures aren't even in the same universe. As soon as the launch event ended, reactions in the car community were already split. On one side, you have the anxiety of Porsche owners, terrified that the resale value of their 2 million yuan car is going to tank. On the other side, the domestic EV camp is buzzing 390K for 1,000 horsepower was literally unthinkable 3 years ago. And a third voice is getting louder and clearer. The brand tax luxury automakers used to charge just for their logo is being slashed to pieces by the Chinese supply chain. So this YU7 GT is absolutely not just a 390K RMB electric SUV. At its core, it's a flare going up. The Chinese auto supply chain is no longer satisfied with just making cheap mass market cars. It wants to completely devour the luxury performance high ground that used to belong exclusively to Germany, Italy, and the UK. Conquering the empire is hard, but defending it is even harder. Porsche is probably losing sleep right now. Follow me? And tomorrow I'll bring you more fascinating stories about AI cars and robotics.